Belfast, 1907. This empty ground would birth the Titanic.
Designer Andrews drew every detail, the coin, starting from the keel.
Slipway number 3 was prepared to hold the Titanic's weight. March 31st, 1909, flow to flow. The Titanic was about to begin.
The first plate lifted beam, and history began.
One plate down, the Titanic's spine had begun.
Section by section, the Titanic keel grew longer. 882 feet of steel, the Titanic's full spine was complete. 3 million rivets, each one heated red hot, hammered by hand. Keel complete. Now the Titanic's skeleton would rise. The first rib stood upright Ninga, alone on the Titanic's keel. One by one, the Titanic's ribs rose from the keel. The Titanic's skeleton grew like a massive open ribcage. The full Titanic skeleton stood bare against the Belfast sky.
Steel stringers connected the Titanic's ribs into one rigid frame.
Skeleton rigid and ready. The Titanic's hull plates would follow. Each Titanic hull plate had to curve perfectly to match the ribs. The Titanic's curved on a sealed bottom was sealed and taking shape. Row by row, the Titanic's hull climbed higher. 4-man gangs, heating, catching, holding, hammering the Titanic together.
Half sealed below, open skeleton still waiting above.
3/4 sealed, the Titanic's shape was finally visible. The Titanic's hull was completely sealed, watertight, and massive. Every Titanic seam was caulked, both mouth, sealed against the ocean. Beside the Titanic's hull, workers looked like tiny ants.
Deck beams were lay across plenty. The Titanic would now grow upward.
16 watertight compartments were built inside the Titanic.
The Titanic's engine room was precisely marked and prepaid.
The Titanic's engines arrived, each as tall as 4 stories. Lowering the Titanic's engine was the most complex operation ever. 29 boilers waited, burning 825 tons of coal daily. Propeller shafts were threaded through the Titanic's hull precisely. The Titanic's bronze propellers were bolted pancake. Each blade weighed tons. Hull sealed. The Titanic now began growing upward. Deck by deck, the Titanic stacked upward, layer by layer. 4 decks high, the Titanic was becoming a steel city. 7 decks, the Titanic now towered over all of Belfast.
All 9 Titanic decks were structurally complete.
The Titanic's bridge, where every command would be given.
4 funnel bases bolted down. The Titanic's silhouette was coming.
The first Titanic funnel rose high and oval, her silhouette changing forever.
All 4 Titanic funnels stood, her silhouette finally complete. Black paint transformed the Titanic's bare steel hull. Black hull, white superstructure. The Titanic's colors emerged. Inside the Titanic, oak, iron, and pure elegance took shape. The Titanic's dining room, finer than any London restaurant. The name Titanic was painted bold, written into history forever.
She was done. The Titanic foam of more beautiful than anyone imagined.
Thousands came to Belfast just to see the Titanic. From above the 882 feet of absolute perfection.
May 31st, 1911. 100,000 people gathered for the Titanic's launch.
Triggers released when needed. 26,000 tons began to move.
The Titanic hit the water and she floated perfectly.
She floated. The Titanic was alive on the water. April 2nd, 1912 came. The Titanic left Belfast forever. Sea trials anilo. The Titanic reached 21 knots flawlessly. Southampton, April 3rd. Failures. The Titanic stunned everyone who saw her. April 10th, Rust. 2,224 souls boarded the Titanic. At noon, the Titanic's one and only voyage began.
The Titanic sailed into history and into eternity.